All right, you pick up with our adventurers being mostly incapacitated. Now, you guys took a break for the night. You took a nap. There you found yourself, those of you who are incapacitated, to be floating above your bodies. You are in this town, which name I forget. Delversdale, that's it. Delversdale. It's looking for strange occurrences and strange things. You feel that you might have found it, and you are doing the best that you can at the moment. So yeah, you hear like little scrapings of claws and something coming from inside the crystal.
Guys?
Can we see anything at this point, or do we just hear?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Not my strongest. Nope.
You could roll lower than that.
I mean,
Possible.
technically.
Actually, I can roll up to a -2. Oh.
Well,
But you can roll up to a -2?
Oh,
Oh my god.
well, because my intelligence is -2, so. Or, sorry, -1, I guess.
I thought you rolled a 2.
No.
Alright, Nola, since I say you're the only one who's not super weirded out by this, because even though you are floating above your body, you kind of went to sleep of your own will, and you weren't paralyzed by looking at a crystal, so you probably have your wits about you the most. As the scrapings are heard coming from the crystal, you take a little look inside. As you look towards the crystal, you notice right away that it's not hitting you like you would expect it to. Maybe it is your astral form or something else. So you look inside the crystal, you see something that is definitely bipedal with 2 arms, maybe moving on the inside.
Guys, I think there's something in the crystal, like inside it.
Okay, so do we let it out, or do we just keep it in there?
Seeing as how this thing... Well, so do we know what happened to us, like, that we're, like, comatized or whatever? Or is that, like...
Yeah, you look over at your bodies and they're very unnaturally still.
Nola would know that you guys all went, comatose.
Okay.
Also,
So-
Nola, give me a perception check before we go any further.
Told you.
Alright, you don't notice much of anything.
So...
I'm gonna say no, we shouldn't let it out.
Yeah, I agree.
Considering that it paralyzed at least 2 of you.
3.
3, yeah, it paralyzed 3 of you.
That I did remember.
Right on. So, we're not letting anything out that could paralyze 3 of you.
So what are we gonna do? Because we're stuck in this state, and there's that thing in there. We need to figure out how to get back to our bodies, wake up, and fix things.
Yeah, I don't know if it, like, a timed thing, like, maybe it'll wear off by morning, I don't know.
I touch my body, I assume I get some sort of static shock.
Yeah, you feel the pins and needles once again.
What if I touch someone else's body?
You also feel pins and needles.
So no matter what, pins and needles. What about touching our ghostly each others?
You know, let me try to find a way to explain this. You know when you touch something that's like semi-solid, think of non-Newtonian fluid? I don't know if you guys have ever played with that.
Yeah.
So like you kind of touch your ghostly friend and your hands almost going through one another, but the harder you press, the more resistance you feel.
Think Jello.
I think the harder you press on Joe, the least resistance you feel.
Yeah. So yeah, the harder you press the more like the harder you press, the more resistance you're getting. But like you can put your hand a few inches into one another.
Does the gem feel solid? Like if I touch the gem?
It is probably the most solid thing here.
Is the thing inside like trying to get out, or is it just like moving around?
It is a little hard to tell, but it seems to be at the moment just moving around.
Do we see like anyone else around us? Like, do we see any other like I don't know astral forms around us? Like,
Can I
Where
get through the
exactly?
wall?
Where exactly did you guys try to go to sleep?
We went back to the inn, didn't we?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
we're like right inside. I
We're in
think.
we're in our rooms in
Yep, yep.
16 in the map.
Go ahead and give me perception checks. Also, you try to go through the wall and like you get your arm through, but like it's kind of the same thing with your ghost buddies. Like the harder you try to go through the wall, the more resistance you feel.
I try and like lean into the wall, like I'm not trying to go through it. Do I
like
fall through it?
Like your shoulders kind of go through a little bit, but you just kind of end up hitting what you feel to be a wall, which isn't a wall.
I thought I was going to trick the wall.
It's a wall. All right, Arimanthos. You think you do hear some sounds coming from down the hall, and also some strange whispering coming from the crystal.
All right. So, whispering from the gem or sounds down the hall. Can we even? Okay, we can't go through the wall, but can we open the door?
I don't know. We haven't tried it yet.
I'm going to at least try to crack the door open.
All right, you grab the handle of the door and you feel pins and needles, but it does feel like the door is solid. And after a little bit of work, you're able to turn it just enough to open it.
Okay. And I look at the groups like, well, we can try to investigate outside this room, or we can investigate the whisperings coming from the gem.
Can we? I assume you can't understand what the whisperings are saying, right?
Depending on what languages we know.
Nola, go ahead and give me an intelligence check on the whispering.
Oh god damn it! This is a saving throw. Why do I keep?
Nice. Good enough. I'm pretty sure it'd be the same.
Yeah, pretty
Yep.
much.
All right, we'll take it. You notice the whispering to be of infernal dialect.
Oh, I speak that. Do I understand
Yes, yes, you do.
I would hope so, as a tiefling.
Can I make out what's being whispered?
You think you hear the crystal saying in like a. It's not like a. I'm trying to describe the tone. The tone's more like worried and scared. You get like a sense that whatever is saying the stuff is scared. You keep hearing, "Put me back, put me back, put me back."
Huh. That's weird. The crystal is like that's what like the crystal's whispering that whatever the bipedal thing inside.
I'd say with that intelligence saving throw, yeah, that too. You could probably figure out that it's the whatever's inside is saying it.
The whispering, you guys, it keeps saying "put me back."
Put me back.
Back at the castle?
I don't know. I mean, it's whispering in Infernal, "Put me back, put me back." But it was just locked up inside of a safe. I don't know.
We can carry that thing around with us, right?
Oh, I'm gonna try and cast Mage Hand. Can I cast spells?
Yeah.
Okay.
You cast a spell.
And I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pick up the gem.
All right, you pick up the gem. It has been picked up.
Do we have our equipment and armor on?
It sure seems like it.
So let's take... Okay, you've got the gem with your mage hand. Let's go out into the hallway and investigate. Because I don't know what more we can do in here.
Yeah.
Our body is behind, but yeah, I guess.
I mean, unless we can figure out how to get into our bodies.
Oh, let's go look around.
I tried to face plant my body.
Your entire body feels like pins and needles. It's very staticky. I'm gonna need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. At least I'm proficient in those.
Ah! You guys notice Jeff's astral form just kind of like flop onto his body and then flop onto the floor.
Just bounce off it.
Roll me a d4. You are stunned for 2 hours.
Oh my.
Jeez.
Is that my astral form as well?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know
Okay.
about exploring now.
We can carry him with us.
I'll grab Jeff.
All right, you grab Jeff. He feels very staticky to the touch. And he kind of like sinks into your body a little bit, but at some point he stops sinking and you're able to carry him.
Oh, this is gonna get old quick.
I mean, we could try to leave him here, but I don't. And he can.
Trust
But-
it.
Alright, so I draw my weapons. Or draw my weapon. Open the door. And peek out the hallway.
All right, you peek out the hallway. It looks like a normal hallway.
Gingerly head towards the stairs.
All right, you begin heading towards the stairs. Nothing approaches you at the moment.
But we still hear sounds, right?
Yeah, you hear sounds from all around you,
Okay.
like a 360 circle of sounds.
Anything in particular, or just a cacophony?
Give me a perception check. It just sounds like a cacophony. You can't really pick out one thing or another.
All right, let's start heading down the stairs and see what we see.
All right, so you start heading down the stairs. It looks like there are some people who are kind of like late night in the bar, 2 a.m, drinkers, kind of just hanging out, doing the thing.
And they look solid, not astral.
Yeah.
I go to the nearest one and poke him with my finger.
Yeah, so you poke him with your finger. He seems to not react for a moment, and then he just kind of turns his head like in a semi-quizzical fashion. He's like, "What? There's no one there." He just goes back to drinking.
I want to try and grab a mug and like pull it away from, like pull it down the bar.
Sure. You grab a mug. As an astral projection, unfortunately, you're not quite used to moving around physical objects, so it kind of gives you problems. And like as it starts moving a little bit, the drunkard notices it and he grabs it. That's weird. Must have been a real big gust or something.
I have the physical gem, right?
Yeah.
Is it floating behind us?
I'll give them perception checks, but it'll be a disadvantage and a penalty considering they're extremely drunk. Alright, nope, they don't see nothing.
Alright. I was gonna scold you guys for the first thing you wanted to do when being astral was mess with other people, but I'm gonna go ahead and gently put the gem next to the floor on me and move my mage hand over and pick up one of their beers.
Give me some sort of check. I don't know.
Some sort of check.
Let's go with dexterity.
Dexterity?
Yeah,
Next check.
he'll roll against you.
12.
Well, I mean, these guys are rolling at disadvantage. 3. It starts floating in the air. He's like, "Oh, ghosts!" Oh God, what happens to him? Oh man, I need to roll for this. All right, he starts running away towards you guys, towards the gem.
Oh shit.
However, he rolled a 1 in his perception to see the gem. He's terrified of ghosts. So he just like kind of kicks the gem over and like goes under a table. and then runs to his room.
All right, so we know that we can affect the physical world
To a degree.
to a degree, but we also know that not everyone necessarily falls under a forced sleep at night in here, which was something I was wondering.
I'm half tempted to break the gem.
Don't do that yet. Maybe I can try and talk to the side of it.
I can't speak whatever it's speaking. You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Do we go back to the room first?
Yes.
I'll take the gem back out.
Yeah,
What's
sure.
your-
With your mage hand, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, you pick it up, no problem.
We'll go back to the room, dragging Jeff with us.
And that is what happens. Yep, you go back to the room, Jeff. It's gonna be a while before 2 hours passes, so you're just kind of laying there.
Do we just... I wonder what would happen if we just laid his body on his body.
Double stun.
I'm just gonna drop him on the middle of the floor.
Ungraciously.
Yeah, very much so. And let's try talking to this thing inside.
Who are you, and are you the reason why the town is like this?
I'm gonna tap on the gem, like one does with a fishbowl.
Ding, ding, ding. Oddly enough, it sounds hollow.
Does it look like I got the creature's attention?
Nah, he just continues to just walk around.
Can you hear me? I'm saying this in Infernal.
It does not react.
Is it still whispering, like, put me back?
Yep.
Put you back where?
I repeat that.
No answer. It just continues whispering, put me back.
So we either take this back to the castle, or we smash it here.
We can attempt to smash it. I mean, we can always take it back to the castle and see what happens, and then smash it there,
That works.
where there are, guards to maybe fight.
With the amount of apathy in this town.
True. Maybe when they're being half-eaten by a shadow demon, they'll wake up. I don't know. But let's take it back to the castle.
Alright, you get the gem and we'll get the Jeff.
All right, so you grab the gem. You guys grab the chef. You head back downstairs.
We just gotta be discreet about things. Make sure no one really notices the gem.
You head towards the entrance of the pub, and as you do, your bodies begin to slowly fade.
We're backing up.
Oh. So, did like anything feel weird when we started to fade?
Things just feel like not entirely real anymore.
Okay, so we have to maintain a certain proximity to our bodies. Good to know.
That does make sense. So,
I guess we destroy the gem here.
in our room.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we want to wait till Jeff wakes up first?
Yes.
Or do we want to try and smash the gem now?
I'm all for waiting so we have another party member.
Okay, so until he wakes up, what do you want to do?
Harass bar guests. I don't know. The thing inside the gem doesn't seem to be responding, so I don't think talking to it's gonna work.
So tapping on it didn't do anything, talking to it didn't do anything.
Didn't get its attention at all.
And we can touch it okay, right? Because you tapped it.
Yeah. It feels physical.
Yeah, it feels fairly physical to you guys.
I really want to break this thing open. Like, that's the only option I can see right now is to break this thing open, because we can't leave the inn. It won't talk to us. We can't get its attention.
Do we even know if anything we have will bust it open?
We can try mundane and then work our way up.
Okay, seems reasonable. Do we want to wait, or do we want... Thoros, do you want to wait for Jeff, or are we going to bust this open?
I'm pretty sure we should wait for Jeff.
Okay. I guess keep talking to it and keep tapping on it until then?
Yeah, I'll just keep at it.
Alright, something happens. Let's figure out what happens. Alright, so 2 hours passes. Nothing of any real note happens. And at some point, you just kind of sit up in your astral form. Your brain not so fizzly and clogged anymore.
Do I feel like dazed?
A little bit. Dazed and confused, yeah.
What happened?
It's the gem's fault. You should break it.
Nola just nods.
Okay. Why do you say it's Jan's fault?
The gem did this to you. You looked at the gem and it made you fall, I don't know, further asleep? I'm not sure how you describe sleeping in sleep, but...
Can I tell that they're lying?
It'll be kind of hard with the -2 intelligence.
Roll for it.
You
I
can
think
s-
it's charisma, not intelligence.
it's for him. It's insight.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Ah, damn it.
It's his insight versus our deception.
Alright. Who has the best
I'm-
deception?
I'm rolling against all three of you.
Who has the best deception here? I have a +2.
Just everyone roll deception, and he rolls insight.
7.
Yeah. I
Huh.
suppose you believe him.
Well, can I tell that Doros is somewhat lying?
No, since I'm going with a group check, more than half were successful, so they probably covered for him.
Huh. Okay.
They covered for Thoros is laughing.
So you're saying I should destroy it?
Give it a whack, why not?
At least,
it a
I
whack
mean,
with what?
if you don't, I hand you my mace.
I'm gonna mage hand it up right in front of him, like just baseball length away. Just smack it.
What do I have to be the one to do that?
Party pinata, because you're the one that face planted.
We figured you want to get retribution.
You know what? I do. And I grab the mace.
Alright. Roll me an attack roll.
As soon as he swings at it, I pull it up like it's a pinata.
I have no idea what mace is. What my strength? So
Yeah, it's a
plus 0.
strength. Yeah.
So just 1d20.
Alright, no, you just straight up miss.
I try again.
I'll say this time you give it a good old whack. You lose your mage hand, the grip on it. It goes flying, hitting the wall, making weird crystalline sounds as it smashes against things, and just rolls to the ground. Nothing happened to it. Seems fairly normal.
Huh. Well, the mace didn't really work.
Well, you also were hitting it in the air. Let's try hitting it while it's on the ground.
And this time, just let's hold it in place so it's not bouncing around.
Alright, I'll hold it right in front of him again.
No,
Okay.
hold it on the ground in front of him.
Okay, mage hand's on the ground in front of him.
Alright, so yeah, this time you just come down, hitting it pretty hard. I guess give me a strength check.
Okay. Nope.
Not very hard, I take that back. You're still a little woozy from being passed out for a couple hours in your astral
Advantage
form.
for it being held still.
You know what? That's fair. I'll give you advantage.
Thank you.
fair on that one. All right, that's a lot better. You hit it fairly hard, but the mace just kind of bounces off of it, not really doing much of anything.
I don't
No,
think this is working.
no scratches.
Nope.
I can.
Do
I
we
can-
have the shadow creature's attention yet?
It doesn't seem like it.
I got one shot at this. I can try to do a divine smite.
Let me try first. I'm gonna firebolt it.
I'm gonna wait.
Oh yeah, you firebolt it. It seems to be firebolted, and nothing happens.
I didn't do anything.
All right, I guess try divine smite.
You know, I'll take my rapier out, and I just thrust into it and divine smite.
All right, you divine smite it. It's been divine smoted.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
And
I don't
that.
think this,
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think this thing can be destroyed.
Well, now that it's not gonna put me to sleep, can I Arcana check it?
Sure.
Okay. See. I think that's what my initial plan was before I got put to sleep.
Yep, I think it was.
Oh.
All right. The most you're able to glean from this is that it's a smaller part of a hole.
It's a small portable hole?
It's a smaller part of a hole.
Oh, smaller part of a hole.
Put me back.
So it wants to be with the rest of the gem?
Maybe
So,
whatever's inside belongs to a group.
or it's a fragment of its actual self. So the question is, where's the rest of it?
A better question is do we want to put it back?
Well, this could be what's causing the nightmares or the lack of sleep. Is that this was taken? It's obviously magical some way, and it's causing nightmares because it's been separated from itself. It might not be. It might not even be something evil.
That's all fine and dandy, but if we can't leave this room, we can't do anything.
Well, we gotta wake up first.
Yeah, if we wake up.
Well, she's here, and the gem didn't do this to her, so I think at least one of us is gonna wake up.
Hopefully.
And since we are tethered to our bodies, you know, those that don't get woken up can get dragged along.
One at a time, very slowly, but I'd have to explain how we got the gem in the first place.
Well, another problem is this. If only one of us wakes up, how are they going to communicate with the rest of the group?
Go to sleep.
If they just woke up?
Oh, they can't communicate with us for a day, but
Well,
eventually they'll be able to communicate.
this is assuming that we can't hear the actual physical world. If one of us wakes
Or
up,
we can.
Well, here's the thing.
Well,
we can...
Here's how we'll communicate. Get a pen and paper, and I'll just write it.
Using the mage hand, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are we stuck waiting at this point to see who wakes up?
Can you think of anything else that we can do?
Not really. I mean, I'm not a mage, so I can't say that, oh, well, let's just try meditating at it. We've tried shouting and stuff, but,
I've thrown holy damage at this, and nothing... It wasn't even affected by radiant damage.
like, the thing inside didn't even react to the radiant damage or anything.
It did not.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't even...
Do I still hear the sounds all around?
Yeah, all of you do.
Should try and key in on one conversation and listen to it.
Yeah, give me perception checks or investigation checks. You guys are focusing your effort on it now. All right, yeah. All right, cool. Yep. All right, cool. So the two of you that got 20 and above, what you're able to actually finally hear is, give it back, give it back, give it back, and like you hear it in the language you don't understand, the language you don't understand, a language you do understand, the language you do understand, and then when you don't.
So multiple languages are the same, but it's the same thing.
Yep.
Which languages am I hearing? That I understand.
Whichever languages you understand, you hear them all, in all three.
4.
Give it back where?
Can we hone in on the like can we find direction with it, or is it just everywhere?
It is everywhere.
I'm just gonna ask in like every language, starting with Gnomish to Primordial. Where?
Unfortunately, no answers.
Wasn't there mention of a mine that, along with precious metals, they were mined for stones that had magic properties?
Mm-hmm.
What if this thing belongs in the mine?
Probably, but again, we can't really do anything without our bodies.
Hey, I'm saying when we wake up, why don't we take it to the mine and see what happens?
Yeah, but we gotta wake up.
Yes, at least we have a direction. We just have to wait.
Can I pick up one of the pillows?
It takes a little bit of work, but you're able to eventually pick up one of the pillows.
And I just unleash on everyone's bodies. Wake up.
Make me a wisdom check. Nope.
I am out. Do I go unconscious or am I okay?
No, you're fine. You're just not able to wake anybody up.
I hand the pillow to someone else. It's actually kind of therapeutic.
I'll take the pillow and take the wing.
Oh yeah, you guys just kind of take turns.
Wailing
smashing
on each other
other's
with
faces.
pillows.
Yep. All right, so do you guys just wait till one of you wakes up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we literally have no idea what to do next.
All right, so eventually morning comes and Nola wakes up.
Just me?
Just you.
I'm going to. Who's laying down closest to me?
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, though.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good.
Yes. Who's laying closest to me?
Arimanthus, probably.
Sorry, Eric. I'm gonna look down at him and I'm gonna smack him as hard as I can.
Arimanthus, since you actually are not awake and you're still in your ethereal form, you see it. And you feel just a little bit of pain on your cheek.
Can I grab the pillow? And, and smack her as hard as I can?
You just feel a pillow very gently smack you in the side of the face.
I just kind of look over my shoulder and say, "Yes, I know. I hit you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to wake you up."
I keep hitting her with the pillow.
I'm just gonna grab the pillow.
Yeah, it gets mildly, like very, very, very mildly harder with each hit. But as you grab the pillow, he can't grab it. He can't keep hold.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna smack his body a couple times with the pillow.
And you do so.
Alright, I will try and smack Jeff as hard as I can.
Alright, same thing. Jeff, you feel a small amount of pain on your cheek and see what happens, but you don't wake up.
Second she restores my body, I cast Mage Hand. I'm gonna slap you.
Alright, this isn't working.
Tell her to keep slapping us.
Okay, yeah, I'll Mage Hand and I'll just let's see. I'll grab her hand with the Mage Hand and drag it towards Arimanthos.
What? Try harder?
I'm gonna grab something from the room and just go up and down. Is there a pen and paper in the room?
No, hit the pillow. Use the pillow.
Yeah, there probably is.
Alright. I'm gonna drag the paper, make sure she sees it, put it on the table. Grab the pen. Yes. Not me. Keep slapping them.
I'm going to leave the room for a moment, and I want to go down to the bar and get like some water.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
And when I
Tomorrow
come,
he doesn't charge.
yeah, go back up to the room, and I'm just gonna dump it on. I'll dump it on Thoros.
All right, Thoros, your body is sopping wet. It's gonna suck when you eventually wake up. If you eventually wake up.
All right.
Is his astral form wet?
No.
Did you feel it?
You did not.
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna ask them. Can you feel any of this? Am I having
No.
any effect on
I'm-
you?
We
No, and
felt
I'm
the
gonna get you back
slaps.
for dumping water on me. Oh, they felt the slaps.
I can't hear that. Oh, are you writing that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can feel. Is the gem still uncovered?
Yes.
I'm gonna drop a blanket over top of that.
All right. Drop a blanket on it. It's covered now.
Once it's covered, does it have any release over them?
Nope.
Do we still hear the whisperings?
Yep.
Can I try to smash the gem now that I'm awake and in a physical form?
Totally.
All right, I'm gonna take Eric's mace and while it's still under the blanket, just give it a good solid whack.
Yeah, you give it your college best. You whack it real good. And it doesn't seem like anything changes.
Damn it. I don't know if I should wait for you guys or if I should try and see if anything happened while we were asleep.
Can
I
we hear
suppose-
her say that?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Can we hear her say that?
Yes. But it's kind of like muted and muffled.
Have her walk around and investigate. Maybe get a cursory feel of the mines at least. There's nothing more we can do here.
Check out the mines. Don't get into trouble. I'll watch these two.
I roll my eyes a little bit. Should I see if there's anything, like any uproar at the castle before I head to the mines?
Wouldn't hurt.
You do you.
All right,
Thumbs up.
don't die on me.
No promises.
I don't write that.
I want to wrap the gem in like a smaller piece of cloth or, and then stick it in my pouch. I want to bring it with me.
Sure, it's not entirely difficult. You can do it without looking at it. No problem.
All right, I do that. So I'm going to take it with me. And I guess I'm going to leave my sleeping friends. And first things first is I'm going to kind of just walk towards the castle if there's any happening.
All right, first things first. As you leave the inn, you see 4 more bodies being carried towards the cemetery.
I'm going to run over to that real quick and investigate.
All right, how do you investigate? The four dead bodies.
Well, I mean, like, are they old, young?
There is one human male boy, one grandma, someone who looks like a dad, and just a young old buck.
Do they look like anything happened to them? Like any injuries or
No, it looks like they just died in their sleep.
bother with the Raven or the Raven Queen Temple because they're useless. I'm gonna head over.
Already go next. I didn't hear that last part.
I said I'm gonna head towards the castle since I know the Raven Queen Temple.
Yeah, sure. So you start heading towards the castle, and the first thing you notice that's a little odd is that you hear yelling and screaming coming from the castle.
As I get near, are there any other people around?
Some people are gathering. Most are just going about their business. The guards are like kind of trying to quietly push people away.
I'm going to kind of tug at the first person I see and ask them, do you know what's going on?
No, man. The king woke up this morning, or the duke woke up this morning. He was just all in sort of a rage, ranting and raving about some sort of gem or something. I don't know.
Huh, weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why you get so upset.
I'm going to walk away from the castle.
All right, you walk away.
And I'm going to ask for directions to the mine. Do you know where the mine is at?
Yeah, someone's like, just go up to the smithy, turn left, I guess, and then just keep going. You'll get there eventually.
All right, I'm gonna head towards the mine.
All right, it's not very far. It only takes you about 10 minutes to get there. And you get to the mine, which seems to be rather unoccupied for a mining town. It's a little weird.
So, like, no one around?
Nope.
Does it look like it's been around for a while?
Not a couple days at least.
I'm gonna kind of poke inside a little bit.
All right, you look inside. It looks like your typical mine.
Is there any, like, small samples of, like, what they would be mining here?
Yeah, there's a cart full of some mithril ore, just a little bits. There's some gold ore and some silver ore, along with the mithril. In another cart, there are several different stones of varying quality and what would be like high and low value.
Anything that looks like the crystal?
Not immediately in the mine. Nope.
I'm gonna light a torch and go a little deeper.
All right, yeah, you light a torch. You begin heading into the mine. Eventually, you come to a large-ish cavern. So about her,
Okay.
and you think you maybe hear some whispering coming from deeper down inside the cave.
Does it sound like human, or does it sound more of like what we'd been hearing earlier?
It sounds incredibly infernal.
Oh, okay. So the lines are. Do I understand any of what the whispering?
You hear, bring it back, put it back, bring him back, put him back.
I don't want to do this alone. Does this feel like people were chased away? Like that, given that the mine is empty, do I see like any tools like left or evidence of people running in fear?
Give me an investigation.
Damn it.
You're fairly certain that people left of their own whim and folly.
I'm just gonna call out in Infernal. Can anyone hear me?
Make me a wisdom save. All right, you good. The chanting gets louder. Put him back. Bring him back. Put it back. Bring it back.
Back where?
You hear among the chanting quietly, a little quieter than the rest of the chanting. Over here. Over here.
Oh, God. Do I get a sense of where it wants to be?
It's definitely deeper in this tunnel network.
Release my friends and we'll put it back.
You just hear, over here, over here, bring him back, put him back.
I'm going to leave the cave for the moment and head back to the inn so I can discuss this with the ghost party.
Okay, so you eventually head back to the inn. It's not a very long walk. The guards seem to be in a bit of a scurry, just milling around a lot faster and more energetic than normal.
Oh, what, like walking through the town and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I make for the inn and our room.
All right, you find yourself back in the room with your 3 sleeping compatriots.
I just sort of give each one of them a light kick. Just to see. So the Duke is in an uproar. They know someone was in the house. And the mine is definitely where this thing wants to be. I could hear whispering and chanting, bring him back, put it back, and it's calling to tell me where. I could use a little advice.
I say to the others, I wonder if we can follow her in our astral form.
We tried, but as soon as we strayed
I
too
have-
far from our bodies, we faded.
I have to drag bodies there. Oh God, I'm gonna have to drag you all there. That's not gonna look suspicious at all. Do you want me to drag you to the mine, or should I attempt to do this on my own?
Write down on the paper. Buy a big coffin. Put us in it. Won't look suspicious. You're taking dead people.
To the mine.
Okay.
Head towards the graveyard, and then as soon as there's nobody around, split towards the mine.
Actually, it looks like that might be possible, according to the
Uh,
map.
Quick question.
Yes.
Have we technically taken a long rest at this point?
Nope.
Well, I mean, like, with us asleep and all.
Nope.
No, because we're awake.
I'm also gonna need the 3 of you now to make me Constitution saving throws.
You just had
no.
to bring it up, didn't you?
I know where this is going. and this is
No,
not
it
good.
was coming up eventually. Don't worry about it.
Uh,
All right, you're good. Jeff has 1 level of exhaustion.
yeah.
I'm gonna fail this. Yep.
And do you have 1 level of exhaustion?
I understand. I think I understand how people keep dying.
Are you writing this down?
I'll write it down. Jeff has an idea about how people are dying.
Alright, what's your theory?
The people can't wake up. They keep getting more and more exhausted, and they eventually die.
We're not
They're
in a
dying
we're not in an actual state of sleep.
They're dying from lack of sleep.
So it's essentially holding people hostage to get it back? I don't... Alright, do you want me to drag your bodies to the mine, or should I just give it what it wants on my own?
I wish we could accompany her somehow. I don't know how, though.
I would rent a wagon, but I have no gold.
None of us do.
I have gold on me, so she can use that if she wants.
Jeff has gold.
I'm going to raid. How much gold do you have, Jeff?
4 gold, 4 silvers, and 9 copper.
Write that down.
I'm gonna take 2 gold pieces from
Jeff
Jeff.
says take it all.
I'm gonna take 2 gold pieces.
Jeez. Okay.
And I'm gonna see. I'll tell them I'm gonna see if I can rent a wagon and make for the cemetery with you people, and see if we can't sneak out the back.
If worse, I asked Horace to write this down. If worse comes to worse, I might be able to cast a silent image to hide our bodies.
It's worth a shot.
I just don't know if it's gonna work.
Well, then we'll still make for the cemetery. So I guess I'll go downstairs and ask the innkeeper where one might rent a wagon.
A wagon. Yeah, down by the stables near the abandoned barracks. It costs you how far are you going? How long are you taking it?
Well, my friends are not feeling so well. I was just gonna take them to the Temple of the Raven Queen in the cemetery, see if I can't get some help for them.
Oh,
Just
for
the cemetery.
inner sitter stuff? I guess they'll probably charge you 2 gold for that.
All right, excellent, thank you.
It's so convenient.
I know, right? I'll rent a wagon and I'll head over to the stables and rent a wagon.
All right, after a lot of work, you get all of your friends inside the wagon.
And I'll take it towards the cemetery.
You take it towards the cemetery. There seem to be 4 gravediggers busy, so they're not quite paying you any mind.
That's good, because I'm just going to keep moving right past them along the pathway, and I'm going to move towards this back gate here.
And that is what you do. The gravediggers are still just doing their thing, getting folks ready for the grave.
Okay, is the gate open?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna drive the wagon right back out.
Alright, you go right back out.
And,
To the mine.
Yep, head towards the mine.
Alright, yeah, you head towards the mine. Okay, well, I guess that's the thing that happens. As you head right towards the mine, 2 guards approach you. They're like, hey, are you new? You're new, right? You've never been here before, right?
Yes, I'm very new. I'm sorry. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, it's just kind of weird that you got this cart here. Can we take a look inside?
Well, sure. You're just gonna find my drunken, passed out friends.
I cast silent image to make us look like we're we have beer bottles next to us.
Sure, they one of the guards just stays right next to you, kind of watching you, seeing what you do. The other one walks to the back, flips open the tarp. He's like, oh, well, I guess you're not wrong about that. You should learn how to hold the beer better. Being drunken like this during the day is kind of lame, you know?
Oh, you're telling me.
The other guard is sizing you up. He's like, so, where you been the past couple of nights? Kind of minding your own business, doing your own thing, huh?
Yeah, we been at the inn at the Dirty Rat. My buddies here can't hold their liquor very well.
Yeah. So, are you sure that's all you've been? Nowhere else?
Well, I mean, we visited those weird old barracks. It seemed like a kind of interesting thing to. One of my buddies here is a bit of a history buff and heard some interesting stories about it. So we took a peek in there.
Oh yeah, not a lot of people go there anymore. Anywhere else? You haven't been near the keep at all, have you?
No business there.
Roll me the Y.
I'm gonna prep a spell.
Damn it.
God damn it.
No, and he rolled an 8. He didn't roll very good either. He's like,
Oh,
for some strange reason, I just don't believe you.
I cast sleep.
Roll me the hit points.
Let's see here. How many hit points?
You're gonna need to
is
roll
it?
high.
Alright,
Wow.
you cast sleep. Let's say the one that is about to draw his sword on Nola passes out. The other one looks at Nola. He pulls his sword. He's like, "Hey, what'd you do? What'd you do, to my partner?"
I didn't do anything.
He was
He just passed out.
he was asking you some questions. He was doing some real stuff, man.
No, I mean, like, so many people here seem to be exhausted. Is he okay? Is he sick?
I don't know what you're saying, man. And he's like, he pulls his sword and starts moving towards his pal, keeping you at a distance.
I am just sitting there innocently, trying to look all concerned. Like, is he okay?
Roll me another deception check.
Oh my god!
We're dead. We're
Can I
so
prep-
dead.
Can I prep another spell?
I'll give you an action. What do you want to do?
No, I'm waiting. If you prep
Okay.
something again, I'm gonna cast sleep at the other one.
Is he right in front of the wagon?
He is slowly moving around it to get to his unconscious pal.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna drive the wagon. Just drive it right into the mine.
God damn it! I'm gonna.
Alright.
As soon as he gets up and he starts to yell, I'm gonna cast sleep.
And he goes, "Hey, yeah!" Roll me the damage. Whatever.
28.
Alright, yeah, it's good enough. He also passes out as he's like mid yell. He's like, "Hey, and just falls over on the
I just wanted to say, Alicia, despite the bad rolls, I'm very happy you knew exactly where I wanted you to take that. Didn't have to explain anything. I was like, all right, she has the fake concern here.
And
It's pretty good. All right, yeah. So you guys, you just drive right into the mine.
right into the mine as
Unfortunately, you're in the car and it's a mine, so you do have to stop rather soon.
okay, that's fine.
It tends to get tighter.
Yeah, stop it as far in as I can and drag my buddies off of it. And then, because I'm not an asshole to animals, I'm gonna back the cart out of the mine so that, like, if shit goes down, horses don't get eaten.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, cool.
And
And
then
that
I
is what you do.
go back into the cavern.
All right, you go back into the cavern, and it takes you some time. You're able to get all of your friends inside with you. You guys are here if you want to put yourselves on the map. All right, so what do you guys do?
All right, guys.
Do we see anything special in the nightmare plane thingy? That might not be in the actual plane.
Has the chanting gotten louder?
For you guys, and it stopped being in all languages. You don't understand it at all now.
Do I still hear the chanting?
Yeah.
Is it still in?
Yep.
I don't know how to feel about that. Okay, guys. Well, you're in here, so I suppose I'm gonna put it back.
All right, where do you go?
I'm gonna put a smiley face on the paper.
I'm going to follow as best I can until right before I fade, and then I just kind of stay there.
Actually, I'm gonna.
I'll say you're able to get like around to this ledge or inside here.
I was gonna say, right on the paper. When you feel like you can't go any further, get my attention somehow.
Got it. So I'm gonna follow behind her, just with like. I can't have two mage hands because they're. So I'm gonna have like the paper rolled up, and the pen like inside of it, so that as soon as I need to write it, I'm just gonna put the paper in her hand.
Just smack her with the paper.
All right, I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna call out again. I'm back. I'm here to put it back. Where does it go?
No answers. Just the same things you've been hearing.
All right, I'm gonna slowly advance, very cautiously. I'm also gonna have my bow drawn.
I'm gonna put a box where your bodies are supposed to be. I remember how to draw a box.
Do you know what the range is from our bodies until we fade, or?
Yeah, I told you essentially
Right
you could go
about
here or
here.
Okay.
there.
So like 45 feet-ish?
Okay.
Alright. Do I see anything in this cavern?
You see a few pickaxes lying on the ground. There's a few gems. Seems to be a vein for gold still on the wall.
Do the gems look like normal gems and not necessarily like what what I have in my pouch?
Yep.
I'm gonna pocket the gems.
All right. Probably should have thought of that beforehand, but hey, that's okay.
You hear more ghosts, put them back. Oh, real quick. No, never mind. So use them afterwards. Never mind.
Do I see, like, does the chanting get louder the further down I walk?
Yeah, it gets a little bit louder the closer you get to down. Yeah, the further down you get, the little bit louder it gets.
Do I see, like, any entrances or doors or...
You see no, like, actual doors or straight-up entrances. You just see what was carved into the walls.
Is this anything significant in this bottom corner?
It just seems looks a path to deeper into the cavern.
Is this a drop, or is it, like, cut through?
I think that's just how the artist rendered it. It's essentially just a pathway.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down this one.
I'm gonna keep following.
Oh, right. So as you go down there, you do see the glow of red light coming from, like, this way-ish.
Does the whispering sound louder?
Yeah.
Is this a bridge?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to cautiously step out a little onto the bridge.
Alright, you cautiously step onto the bridge. There is no safety ropes, but it's a short bridge, and it seems to be pretty well built.
Do I see the source of the light?
Yeah, as you're looking, trying to find the source of the light, you see a massive outcropping of those crystals growing deep down in here.
Okay.
And it seems like there's an altar built of red brick around it. There are pyres lit, not pyres, small fires in like stone cylinders, essentially lit on the corners. And that is what you're able to see.
I'm going to move a little further onto the bridge. Well, I'm going to cross it. Waiting for any signal from, Alright. Is this a room? What am I standing in?
Yeah, you're standing in what looks to be like a little little office room almost. It seems like this area has been given way more attention than most of the other areas. Until you've gotten to here, it's just been tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. This area has actually been dug out and an actual building set in the ground.
Do I see any kind of like books, like bookkeeping, like records of what they were doing?
Yeah, you see a few books like on the table.
I'm gonna leaf through them and kind of see what.
Yeah, it just seems like a list of what they've been digging, sort of. Whoever was in charge kind of kept a diary of what they did, what they found.
Anything interesting in what they found?
It seems like this cavern had a higher than average, like actual or actually arcane gem count. So they decided to actually dig out this area, and until they got to the essentially where the large outcropping of red crystals are, everything was normal, and then they uncovered it, and people started going a little weird.
I'm gonna drop the paper in Nola's hand.
I take the paper.
Pick up the pen. This is as far as I can go.
Okay. I will bring you further. I guess I will go back and start dragging them one by one, starting with Thoros, because I think he's the smallest.
I definitely am.
Yeah, sure. So eventually you drag all of their bodies to the room. Let's just put the box here so you guys are there now.
All right.
And even though the map doesn't show it, right here is another open pathway.
Door. Okay. All right. Well, since that was where the source of the light was, I'm going to cautiously, bow still drawn, walk that way.
All right, and you do that, and you get kind of this almost need to put the crystal back in the formation.
Do I see anything around me?
You see essentially hewn stone, but besides that, there's nothing of any real note. The brick on the altar, or what looks to be an altar, doesn't match the stone in the room, so maybe the stone overgrew this at some point, or someone tried to hide it. It's a little hard to tell, but it definitely looks like they uncovered this while they were digging.
Drop the note back in her hand.
All right. I take a look at the note.
I'll put the gem back for you.
Okay, and I give it up, and
I'll wait for her to uncover it.
I pull the gem out, and while looking away from it, unwrap it.
I pick it up with the mage hand. And
Yeah, oddly enough, as you attempt to pick it up this time around, your mage hand just kind of doesn't work.
All right, so I'm still holding this out. Like, are you gonna take it?
I pick up the pen again. I grab the blanket and recover it. And pick up the pen again. I can't pick it up.
Whew, okay.
Can I pick up the blanket she's carrying?
It's just
You're having a little bit of trouble with it, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grab the blanket so that it's still at the bottom, and pick up the blanket from her hand.
I quickly look away.
All right. So as you are you grabbing the blanket or the gem inside the blanket?
I'm grabbing the blanket, but from four corners, so that the gem is in the bottom of a bag.
Okay, yeah. So as it leaves her hand, the actual blanket, the bag blanket, essentially gets super heavy, and your mage hand drops it.
Too heavy. Can't pick it up.
Quickly pick up the covered gem and just, I got this. And I will, with it still covered, I'm going to, I guess, approach the altar and look for a place to put this gem.
Yep. As you approach the altar, are you looking at the altar? And are you looking at the crystal outcropping?
I've kind of got my eyes averted downward, like I'm watching my feet.
Sure. that it is very hard to tell as to exactly where you need to put this gem.
I'll walk forward and look.
Can we tell though?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a spot.
All right, sure, yeah. You see a spot on the gem, which, oddly enough, looks like it's bleeding almost.
Okay.
You see small, like tendrils of some kind of red energy flowing from essentially a wound on the crystal.
Okay. I'm gonna mage hand, like, try and like close her eyelids like you do to a dead person.
Yeah.
And as soon as she closes her eyes, I'm gonna grasp her wrist and lead her towards that spot.
Oh, I'm trusting you. And I let him do that.
All right, and as that happens, the crystal kind of shivers and shakes in your hand and flies out of your hand, reattaching itself to the whole of the outcropping, and the three of you immediately wake up back in your bodies, a little bit disoriented. You feel a little bit weird, but you're back.
All right. As soon as I'm up, I'm moving towards her.
I do the same.
All right, we're back. We're back.
That worked.
I'm like with my eyes still closed, just sort of backing up as like slowly and carefully away from the altar. And then I'm gonna turn my back on it so that I don't have to look at it and open my eyes.
Yeah, you hear quietly in your ears, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Are you talking to it?
I could hear it whispering a little bit. I think it's glad to be back. I think we should get out of here.
I'm gonna.
Didn't you say the Dirk was an outrage earlier?
The Duke?
The Duke?
Yes. Yeah, the Duke was super pissed off that somebody broke into his castle and stole the crystal.
Yeah, so I suspect we're gonna have to deal with that when we get out.
Yeah, not to mention the two guards that, you know, you sleep on that I also almost ran over.
Yeah.
We'll sort it out. But let's check on the town.
Yeah, but on side note, though, I am feeling really tired.
Same.
Maybe we should rest.
As we cross the bridge, Dirk, was that
Yeah.
altar? Was that altar like up? Did the bridge lead to like a raised area where it was?
Yeah, it reads like 2 or 3 feet.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was just gonna burn the bridge.
We can at least cut the bridge.
Mhm.
So they can't get back, so it would be hard for them to get back to it.
We could, well, I don't want to do a cave-in. That seems like if it's alive, it seems almost cruel. But then
No,
again, crystal, so
let's just at least cut the bridge.
yeah. Maybe we should also rest in here before facing the guards.
Yes, that
really don't
actually
like that.
sounds somewhat feasible.
Like, find a side cavern to hide in?
Well, I think
And-
where like that center pedestal would be good enough because that's a rope bridge. That's a choke point.
Yeah, why don't we rest here? I hope that whatever was in the crystal is gonna let us be.
We can take turns.
Sounds good.
Alright, so do you also cut the other rope bridge?
Can we go back to that map real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
So
we should all be in here.
I'll position myself here, and we're cutting this rope bridge.
Mhm.
Do we need to? Do we look what's over here?
I will over here and
I'm gonna quickly like
thorough.
fire both those ropes.
I say let's investigate over here.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just a bunch of supplies that you'd use for mining and a bit of food.
Is the food
well,
still
we'll take-
good?
Yeah, so it's mostly salted meats and jugs of water. So it seems to be
I'm
pretty
eating the
good.
food.
Nice.
I'm eating and I'm drinking a whole jug of water. I'm pretty dehydrated.
We are engorging ourselves on this food.
we'll bring the food and the water back and eat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
definitely cutting that bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna burn the ropes on the other side so that it falls towards the middle.
Yeah, so you guys essentially put yourselves in a little island. About 30 minutes pass, and you guys don't hear neither hide nor hair of nothing. And then eventually you begin to hear armored clanking coming down from deeper, where you came from in the mine. Not deeper in the mine.
30
you
minutes
came-
of short rest?
No,
You need about an hour.
an hour's
Oh.
a short rest, and that's still not enough for what we need.
Yeah.
Well, I need my arcane recovery.
You guys unfortunately only get 30 minutes.
And we're hearing them, but we didn't see them, right?
They've only heard of them so far.
Okay.
Should we head this way?
Well,
Keeper.
then we'll have to pass through them to go.
Not unless we can get there first.
If we make a run for it, the bridge is short, the cavern is small. I think we might be able to make it.
I think this is the best spot.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Let me just calculate something real quick. Let's say the bridge is 15 feet, right?
Okay.
I use my last key point to cast Silent Image again to make the bridge disappear.
Okay, the bridge has disappeared.
And then I say, let's cut along the wall so that they don't see us.
Hide.
Ah. Okay. Yeah.
This is all. I'm gonna move towards the wall. This is all a temporary fix. They need to know that they can't take that gem out again.
Let's survive first.
By the way, this lasts for 10 minutes.
Throws
All right.
counting 10 minutes in his head.
All right, so about 5 minutes pass, and through the silent image, you hear some footsteps at essentially what is right here. You hear the Duke's voice. Where is this bridge gone? You guards, replace it right now. And the guards go off getting stuff to replace the bridge. And he just kind of sits there and waits.
We could take out the Duke right now.
Is it just a Duke that's left?
Let's not do that.
It's a Duke and a couple of guards. It's pretty easy to tell from the sounds.
Are you sure I shouldn't just shoot the Duke?
Very positive.
I'm like gesturing at my bow and Nola's bow. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, Nola's gesturing like, shruggy shrug.
Let me think for a minute.
Don't have long.
We got 5 minutes.
You remember back to your meeting with Paylor, how you're supposed to be working for him, and he tends to not want you to kill people if it's avoidable.
Oh, great.
I don't think we can avoid this.
What if we just shoot him in the foot?
No.
An arrow to the knee.
What if we try to exit through the back door over here?
You two are terrible.
I didn't say kill him. I just said an arrow to the knee.
How far is it from the bridge to the floor here?
About 40 feet.
Oh God.
That's a hell of a drop. We have nothing left. We're all tapped out.
Yeah.
I have a spell.
We're gonna have to talk our way out of this.
I'm trying.
Leave it to me, guys. I'm the charismatic one. But not really. Don't let this be on me.
I'm going to pull out my bow and ready an arrow.
Stop.
But I've knocked it. I haven't pulled back. I'm just getting ready in case a fight does break out.
I'll quickly pull out my spell book and read a spell. Let's see what it does. who's the most powerful wizard that I know, Dirk? Not personally know, but know of and have seen before.
It is a older warforged by the name of Watcher.
And he goes just by Watcher.
Yup.
All right.
I'm
gonna think about his image, and below my last spell slot, I am now disguised as Watcher. I have all of his gear. If he's taller than me, I'm a foot taller.
He's a little bit taller.
Yeah.
I think you're a human, right?
He's a gnome.
Oh, well, that doesn't work at all then.
Because you're gonna be a gnome-sized watcher.
You're a very, very small Watcher. You have an odd feeling it's not going to work. Whatever your plan is.
I'm thinking of a smaller wizard. A smaller wizard who's very, very
small wizard. I forgot about that. That's my bad. Let's go with this again. Well, let's go with another name. Alright, she goes by the name. I like that one. Yun Quang.
Yun Quang.
Or just paste it.
Yun Quang. Okay. All right. I am now Yun Quang.
Yes, you are.
All right. Stay quiet. And step up here. Look at the Duke and go stop.
All right, he looks at you. There's a check for that, right?
There's an investigation check that he's gonna roll a 3 on.
He rolls a 3 on it. He's like, "Oh, Miss Quang, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were here."
I came when I heard of the restlessness that's been happening to this town.
Oh, yeah, yes. Everyone's been very tired.
This is
Lots
your
of work.
fault.
It's not me.
Your greediness caused this.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The gems that you took from this cavern.
I didn't. It wasn't me. I didn't know. How could I have known?
You didn't know, but ignorance isn't an excuse.
Wasn't my fault. They called to me.
I don't care. The gems are not to be touched. You and your men will leave this cave. If I find the gems have been touched again, if I hear of any more restlessness in this town, I will be back, and you will no longer be doomed.
As you are giving him this fantastic speech, which he is buying hook, line, and sinker, you hear large footfalls come up behind him, and because I'm lazy, and I think it would be kind of funny, you see an older warforged gentleman. You notice him as Watcher. He looks over to you. He's like, "Young, that," and he just gives you a knowing nod. He's like, "Master Duke, you should probably listen to this young wizard. She's a very high skill level." Yes, you are right. It was foolish. I should never let that gem come over me. Men, back to town. And he just storms off in a huff.
As soon as he's around the corner, I'm gonna fall down. Holy shit!
Watcher walks over the bridge. He's like, "And who are you exactly?"
I'm gonna drop disguise self. Thoros.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. Very good trick.
Nice to meet you, Watcher.
He taps his left eye. He's like, "Arcane eye. I can see through most illusions."
Yeah, I was hoping you would know what was going on here, so you wouldn't tell him I wasn't young.
Yeah, about that. Sorry, I couldn't help. That crystal getting ripped out, kind of force started my magical defense system.
So you've been in that tower the entire time, stuck?
Correct.
That explains why we couldn't get in.
Ola just starts laughing.
Yeah, it kind of like separates the current time and my time, so like I'm in a different time dimension. It's whatever. So who sent you guys?
Paylor.
Oh. Hmm. Well, I should probably get a messenger to him. You guys want to rest? I think this thing is mostly over.
Well, is there anything we can, like... Okay, so this gem caused a lot of sleeping. Did it cause all the apathy as well? Because no one seemed to care people were dying.
Remember that whole thing with me being in another time dimension?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. It just... I felt a strange mystical force, like, just kind of appropriate the land, and then suddenly...
Okay, so for like the past couple of weeks, people have been dying, and no one cared.
About how many people?
At least 7 that happened while we were in town for the past 2 or 3 days.
That's a high number of people.
Yeah, they all died in their sleep, and no one cared.
I'll tell you what, I will hire the 4 of you to make sure that no one else enters this cavern while I do some things until Paylor is able to get his med here.
Sounds reasonable.
Can we sleep first?
Yeah, go. I mean, it'd be a little. I guess it wouldn't it'd be hard for one of you, but sure, go ahead.
I just plop on the ground right there.
Yeah,
That
I'm
works.
gonna go sit in this chair, just kind of put my head on the table. Oh, I hope Young never finds out that I did that.
I'm sure if they do, they'll get a good laugh out of it.
He just gives you guys a thumbs up. It's like, I gotta go to tell Paylor about this thing. I'll be back at some point.
Before he leaves, can you answer my thing?
Yeah. I mean, it was the answer. I'll just tell you. His reaction seemed mostly neutral, a mild bit of distaste, but like he has respect for the man.
I look at the others and I'm like, I think something seemed off about him.
The Duke or the Wizard?
The wizard.
You think he's in on this?
So when we had that meeting with Pilor, I overheard when we mentioned that we had been sent some goblins to attack us. You know, the guards kind of whispered something into another guard's ear.
Mm-hmm.
I happened to know what they were saying, and they mentioned something about someone on the inside has maybe betrayed them, and that Pillar should be informed.
Do you think maybe that's the mole?
Maybe. I don't know. Kind of hard to. I'm kind of hesitant to.
I look at Thoros. Is there any way for you to message Paylor?
No. I had no way of doing that.
Let's get some rest first, and we'll deal with this new possibility when we're at full strength.
I just roll over back onto my back and just close my eyes.
We'll just sleep on it.
I just hope I wake up.
Well, I only need 4 hours, so after 4 hours, I'll
take the first watch.
No, you need the full 8 hours. You just need to only sleep for 4 hours.
Right.
All right, that was interesting. Let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, now that everyone is back, we'll pick back up with you guys sleeping in a cavern. It's not very comfortable, but you get some sleep.
Do we get a long rest?
Yeah, you need a long rest.
Yay. Alright, and that also gets rid of the exhaustion.
Alright, yeah, so the night passes by uneventfully, nothing of any real note happens, you guys wake up. Same old, same old.
So do we head back to town, or do we try to get a message to Paylor?
I don't know how we'd get a message to Paylor.
Neither would I.
Me either. So I guess let's head back to town for the time being.
Well, we're supposed to stop anybody from getting in here.
That's true. Well, we can do that from the entrance of the mine.
Okay, so let's head towards the entrance of the mine.
Alright, so you guys head to the entrance of the mine. There seems to be quite a few people who are not there. It's pretty empty of people. Let's put this back to the other man.
Do we want to go
Alright,
back
since
to
you guys rested for so long, Watcher is actually there waiting for you guys. Good, I'm glad you're all awake. How is everybody feeling?
Did you
better?
get a message to Paylor?
Oh, yes, it took a little bit of work, but I did it.
And what did he say?
He is sending some guard over, and they will see the situation post-haste.
So now what?
I suppose we wait for Paylor's guard.
Yeah, it'll take a couple more hours to get here.
Then from there, I guess we can head back.
Yeah, sounds like a perfect plan to me. He hands you each 100 gold for watching the tunnel for the next couple hours.
Hey, 100 gold.
And he just gives you guys a little bow and walks out towards the town. You guys want to do anything during these couple of hours, or just wait?
I'm just gonna wait.
Same, I don't really have anything.
Yeah, not really much in the town.
All right. So after a couple of hours, you notice a few soldiers in identical-looking armor. It is the armor itself has been blackened with charcoal to prevent any I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Reflection of light. So it does draw a little bit of attention, but to reduce the reflection of light, because metal armor just reflects light. But it's business. So it seems like maybe they've been scrubbed down to hide themselves. But there's the eight of them give the four of you a bow. One takes the lead. It is a gruff female voice coming from behind the helmet. She thanks you for watching the cave while they were approaching. And she says, at your earliest convenience, would you please meet with Paylor again?
Oh, he's at the inn.
He is where you met him for the first time.
Okay, he's back in town. Back in our town.
Okay, so we should make their post haste.
They have 4 horses waiting for you at the stables.
Nice.
Awesome.
Rentals.
It's
They are their horses, but they're letting you use them.
that's fine.
Okay, then. I guess we'll go.
Head towards the stables.
She steps back into formation, and the 6 of them move into the cavern. The other 2 stay at the entrance. Alright, so what do you guys do next? Do you move to the inn? Or the stables?
Yeah, go to the stables, get our horses.
Alright, as you guys pass by the barracks, it seems to be completely unchanged. It's probably a completely separate thing.
Gonna ignore that for now. Not my problem.
Alright, so you guys head to the stables, getting the horses, which have been. The stable hand was told that they were being held for you. He seems far more attentive and a little bit more joyous than normal. He's like, yes, welcome back. I'm glad the 4 of you are still with us.
You seem chipper.
Yes, this is my normal disposition.
I just kind of sideway glance at everyone. I'm just like, and we're getting on the horses.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your stay in our like quaint little town.
Absolutely.
And yeah, post haste back.
I'd say, see ya. Yeah, you guys make it no problem back. That being said, your horses are actually rather well armored with a few extra weapons on them. So anyone that does see you probably decides not to mess with you for fear of their own life. Eventually, you guys, much quicker than walking there, you guys make it to the Sistarian Empire.
Okay, beeline it to Paylor.
Yep. Heading straight for his little inn.
Yeah, sure. You guys make it quickly. The mistress of the house, who I forgot who I named her.
Madame?
I think it is just Madame. Yeah, Madame gives you guys a little bow. She's like, would you dearies like tea?
I am okay.
I'll take some. Thanks.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Good. I only have the finest tea for the three of you, I guess. She goes off to make the tea. You see a couple of guards in the darkened armor once again. They give you very slight nods and motion you towards where you were sitting the first time you entered.
I sit.
Sit back down.
About 3 minutes later, Madame brings out a tray with a teapot and 3 teacups on it, and a fourth just kind of like sitting off to the side, just in case you change your mind. It has a small bowl of sugar, a small cup of cream, and she sits it down in front of the 4 of you. Sir will be with you guys in a moment. I'm going to go off and make some food. And she kind of like just scrabbles off into the back. You hear like the quiet sounds of food being prepared in the background. All right, yeah. About 15 minutes pass, and eventually Pelor enters the room. From where it's hard to tell. There's a lot of rooms in this house, but he eventually joins you guys. He gives you guys a bow. He's like, "I'm extremely joyed to hear that you are all okay. I was actually worried when Watcher told me what was going on."
Oh, so he did contact you. We weren't sure if he was or not.
But he said he was, and he did.
Okay.
So that issue was a gem broken off, and it caused death and apathy.
Do you know the reason of the death?
Lack of sleep.
Assuming exhaustion, yes.
So they just exhausted to death. That's a pretty horrible way to go. Depending on the situation, it can take days or a week.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's been about 2-3 weeks. So there were a number of people that died, and the apathy is the fact that no one cared.
Oh, I'm gonna have to send some more people, I guess. All right. He like mentions to motions over to one of the guards, comes over, whispers a few words, and the guard scatters off.
Yeah, your Duke seemed pretty weak-minded against it.
Well, we can't all be as lucky to find people like you who have such strong wills. Thank you very much for solving this problem. I fear me going would have caused much more of a commotion. I don't think I have anything else for you guys right now. If I need you again, I'll call you.
Okay.
Sure.
Did you want to say anything, Jeff, about...
Well, I did. Yes, so, Pillar.
Yes, that is my name.
You do remember last time before I left how we talked about potential someone on the inside?
I remember it, yes.
What do you know about the Watcher?
He very much distasts the fact that I am upfront about who I am. He's very much in the shadows person. He doesn't like fame and glory.
So do you trust him?
No, with my life.
Okay. Because, I mean, when we mentioned that you were the one that sent us, he was kind of. His reaction was kind of bizarre. It's like he didn't really. Uh, what would be the word to describe it? Kind of. He had some kind of distaste.
Yes, he very much hates the limelight. He very much hates the high minutes. Yeah, we're old friends from long back. He feels a little pushed back by the fame.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to take your word for it.
If there's one person I can trust, I know it's him.
All right then.
Thank you for looking out for my back, though. If you do notice anything, go ahead and let me know.
Sure.
All right. Well, what now? What do we do now?
That is up to the four of you. I have something I need to attend to, so I'll be taking my leave now. The four of you have a wonderful, whatever time it is right now. He gets up and kind of bows to the four of you respectfully and then makes his way out the back of the house.
Well, I'm confused.
So am I.
Yeah, I am lost.
Confused about what?
About the whole thing, like what's going on.
About the crystals?
Yeah.
Some form of sentient crystals. I mean, never seen it before, but I'm definitely going to be writing about this.
All right, so what do you guys do?
I guess
don't-
we're on call.
Do we want to go back and investigate the town?
Pillar didn't mention we had to stay in town or not, right?
No, he just said if he needs you, he'll call you.
We could technically just go back and investigate.
Yeah, we could. I mean,
There's nothing
want-
stopping us.
I almost want to try and talk to the crystal thing. I can speak what it speaks.
And you're the one that placed it back, so maybe it has some sort of remorse for you. Or maybe remorse might not be the actual word I'm looking for, but you know,
Right,
I
Reverence.
get what, yeah.
Respect.
respect.
It's worth a try. We can at least investigate. I mean, that's all we can really do is investigate.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to do.
Well, I need to check up on a few things around here. I mean, you guys might want to check up on your houses, make sure they're okay.
Would we like to go see Juniper?
We haven't. We've been gone for quite a while.
I mean, we
Sure,
could.
your house hasn't been ransacked.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys leave the secret hideout, one of the guards hands you each a sizable bunch of gold, 250 to be precise each.
Nice.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I guess check our houses first and then
Yeah.
meet back up somewhere.
What time of day is it?
10 the evening. You met with them about 30 minutes, about 10:30 in the evening.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and go to sleep.
It's
Sounds.
10:30 at night.
Yeah.
We traveled most of the day.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah, and when we did finally sleep, it was morning. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll all go home. We'll go to sleep. Check on our belongings, households, whatever, and then meet up at the usual inn, bar, tavern to figure out our next move.
Sure, sounds
Sure.
good.
All right, so you guys each go to your individual houses. They are untouched, pristine. Probably if someone was guarding them, but who knows? You don't see any marks left by someone who might have been guarding them. It's hard to tell. Yeah, you guys sleep the evening, a very restful, very nice sleep as you guys are sleeping in your own beds. It's the best night of sleep you've had in years, probably because the last week of nights of sleep were pretty bad. Yeah, and you wake up to the dawn, feeling rested and refreshed. Did you hear a cat outside?
Oh, God. If we face anything today, it's rolling a failure.
Alright, so you guys head towards the usual inn. You guys have been here several times before, so the innkeeper meets you, or says hello, nice to see you. Gets all you guys your normal meals. Throws it on the tab because you're regulars. Why not?
Do we head back to that town?
Yeah.
I suppose if we have nothing better to do, we can.
Did we want to go see Juniper again and maybe see if we can give us any of the any special potions?
Yeah, I mean, we could visit Juniper again, I suppose.
Or do we maybe we can get in more health potions that our pockets are full of gold?
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
No, definitely doesn't hurt if we're gonna go poking around.
Alright, so you guys head to see Juniper?
Yep.
Alright, so you head to Juniper's shop. Everyone give me a perception check before you actually enter.
Nope.
Alright, so Jeff, only you notice this. You hear some annoyed grunts and angered yelling, and then a loud explosion as the windows and doors burst open up, like a extremely loud sound, and just strange odors and colors fly out of the windows and doors.
I pointed out to the others. I'm like, is that Juniper's house?
It was.
Is he? I guess he's in the middle of experiment thing.
Let's go check it out. Make sure no one's
Yep.
dead.
Alright, so you go into the bottom floor of his house, which is his shop, and the walls are just plastered with colors of everything on the rainbow spectrum, and then more. It's a little hard to tell. It's just colors everywhere. You pick up a couple of odd scents.
I'm gonna not do any of that.
He looks up at you guys, takes his goggles off his face, and puts it on top of his head. Looks like today his hair is even more messed up than normal. He's wearing his worker's smock, which is a little burnt. He's like, yes, hello.
Everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just testing out a new potion.
Did it work?
No. I think it's rather obvious.
I didn't know. Maybe you were just trying to decorate.
It's a pretty bad decoration.
Depending on your aesthetic.
Alright, that's fair. What do you guys want?
Good question. What did we want?
Yeah, we were wondering if you could provide us maybe with some potions, some health potions, and maybe some more experimental potions of yours, if you're willing to give us some.
Oh, sure. I have a bunch of potions. How much are you willing to spend?
Well, how much are your health potions?
Oh, the basics go for, I like you guys, so 35 pop. Advanced is like 150. Let's go like 70. And graded is 200.
I'm gonna. You guys, if you guys want to buy, you can. I'm trying to save up for new gear.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy...
If you buy a potion and spend over 200 gold, I'll throw on a special potion.
How much was the basic? 30?
35.
35.
35. I'll buy 2 of the basic.
Did you say if you bought
Alright.
three of the, or if you bought
Over
potions
200.
totally over 200?
Yep.
I'm gonna buy 3 of the advanced ones for 210.
That's advanced is 75 a pop.
75
So that
pops.
equals All right, he's like, okay, give me a 1d100 roll. He hands you a 1d100.
Roll
I have a bunch of them. I'm just gonna pick out randomly.
99.
Wow.
All right. He gives you. Actually, he takes out. He's like, oh, what is the neat one? He takes out a little itty bitty chest about the size of, let's say, it's like a 1x1, yeah, 6x6 inch chest or like little box. He opens it up. He's like, oh, shows it to you. Inside is a pure white, very small vial, which is glowing with bright light.
I'm gonna wait till we get out of the shop and I'm gonna identify that. Or is everybody else gonna do some shopping?
I'm gonna buy just 2 basics, I think, which is 10 gold.
35 a pop for those.
75 for the basic potions?
35
No,
each.
35.
Oh, 35. I'll buy 1 then. Or actually, but you sold. I said, but you sold us these basic potions for 10 gold last time we came,
Yeah, you were doing something for Pelor. It was being super nice.
and we just completed something very important for Pelor. Don't you think we should maybe get another discount?
Yes, completed it. Also, Pelor paid me the difference.
Huh. All right. Well, I'm sure someone as handsome as you can maybe reconsider, and I tried to persuade him.
Look, boy, give me a roll. Negative. Not even close.
I was kind of thinking of using my 1 on your roll.
Oh, really? Come on.
I was debating. I was like, oh man, this would be a really good time to use a 1.
Ugh.
But I'm waiting to see if we run into any girls today.
Fine. I'll just pay the 35 for the basic.
All right. You guys have anything more specific you want to do in town? Because if not, we'll end it here for Elysium.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
good.
good.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right, and that's where we're ended then.